Hey everyone, welcome to Zach Attack News Live. It's Tuesday, April 9th, and this is where I break down the biggest news when it comes to box office, quickfire news, rumors, and everything in between every Tuesday on this channel, Zach Attack Reviews. If you have joined, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not a subscriber and part of that Zach Attack Nation, definitely subscribe and think about becoming a channel member. We have some really interesting news to talk about. Obviously, you saw in the thumbnail a Sonic 3 update plus Sonic 4 and maybe an Avengers level event. We have things about Godzilla versus Kong, maybe 3 or even more. We have some reviews for Civil War. We have a bunch of other things, some trailer reactions. We have stuff about what's going on with streaming and how it may affect some foreign content that we've been getting that's been really great. We have talks about AI. We have news update about James Gunn and the Superman film. We have so much to talk about. I just want to say hi to every single one in the live chat. And if you're watching this afterwards, how you doing? As you can see below, I'm trying something new down below for super chats. If you are gracious enough to do a $2 super chat, I will give you a community tab shout out. If you do $5 or more, I will share your project video onto my community tab to give you a little promotion. And $10 or more, you will get a link. You send me a link or whatever link you like to any project, which is social media or YouTube, and I'll share it in one of my videos for the week that you did it. So if you live chat me on that Tuesday, from Tuesday to Tuesday, you will have your video in my comment section and in my description of my videos. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of, incentive. You guys have been giving me super chats. Might as reward you as well. And just shout out some of my channel members. Always love to shout you guys out in the beginning and the end. Have You Seen With T, Collective Movie Man, Screen Gen Reviews, Poppin' the Popcorn, DJ Family and Nerds, Spoiler Kings. I think I Poppin' the Popcorn twice. Basic Moose, Clay Poindexter, The Net, Blood Rose, and Dell on Movies. So we have a lot to talk about. Let's get into the first topic, and then I'll get to the live chat. And I have a poll going. Definitely answer that poll as soon as you can. I want to know how you guys are feeling. So the first one is coming from Comic Book News. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 producer compares upcoming threequel and future movies to Avenger-level events. Paramount is expanding the Sonic Hedgehog franchise with the upcoming Knuckles streaming series. And once that premieres on Paramount Plus later this month, we have a third movie to look forward to. Talking to Pace via GameFragger, franchise and series executive producer Toby Ash shed new light on how the TV series came to be and teased plans for the world of Sonic is going to be bigger and better. We got really excited about the idea of expanding our characters and our world into television, especially because it gives us a platform to really do character studies. We know that with Shadow coming in Sonic 3 and some of the bigger things that we want to do, the Sonic franchise on the movie side is going to be these Avenger level events. So when I read this, sounds like they want the movies to be Avenger level events where it's not a lot of character development between each character, because you're going to get those character developments in these smaller projects, whether it's a solo movie or solo show on Paramount Plus. And these movies like Sonic 3 or whatever else they decide to do will be these big exciting stories, which he goes on to say they're going to be these big exciting stories that have a lot of different characters. And so what the television does for us, it gives us time to go into some of the more supporting characters in depth and really build them out in cool ways. As for what led to Sonic Hedgehog being brought to television with Knuckles series, he says that the second movie, Fish Out of Water humor, played a big role into the show getting the green light. We thought we could translate that into a full series. I think it's by far the funniest version we've had in any of the Sonic movies so far. It leads into weird comedy, partially because of Adam Pally and because of what Idris Elba brings into the role in a really great way. We also really like the idea of going literally through the games and then in the third movie being able to do a Sonic 3 and Knuckles super Easter egg. But yeah, new additions to the franchise will be Kristen Ritter, Leia Brown, who's a Furiosa, James Woke, who's Harley Quinn, Sophia Pernas from Jane the Virgin, Crystal Fernandez from Ted Lasso, Jonathan Cohen from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So a lot of great voice casts and probably partially live action coming into Sonic 3. Also part of the Knuckles TV show. Knuckles is going to be premiering on Apple TV Plus at the end of the month at April 26th, and Sonic 3 will come out at the end of the year at December 20th. So I just want to say real quick, what comes to the Sonic franchise, I've been a casual fan of Sonic my whole life. You know, playing some of the games, Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, and moving forward as Sega moved from console um to distribution on like Nintendo and PlayStation. And then like we've had like Sonic X, the TV show, and Sonic has lived on television for a really long time in a really great way. We've had a lot of great Sonic stuff. But what this says here is now that Sonic has moved to the big screen where he has two really good movies that I enjoy, we're going to have small ones that we're going to be showing of the supporting characters, fleshing them out. So I think the way they can do this, because this is risky, this is very, very risky, because if they go the MCU route, right, where they introduce characters through TV shows, this can alienate people, where they'll go into the big movie Sonic 3, and obviously it sounds like Sonic 4. um they can really alienate people who don't want to watch the television shows. We've seen that in the MCU, where people are not willing to do what they call is homework. They just want to watch the movie, get what they get from the movie, and then go home. They're not trying to do all this extracurricular activities. But if it's a thing where they introduce the characters in each movie, and then if you want to see that character fleshed out, you can get them inside of a TV show and flesh them out even more, and then give little hints of that character progression in the movie. So if us fans who are dedicated to the universe and watches these shows get more out of it. And then if you're not someone that's going to do that, you won't miss too much. I think that's a really great idea. I just hope that they don't overload the market like the MCU started doing. For me personally, I love that the MCU had so many shows and movies. Give me more, for me. But I'm a hardcore fan. Not everyone's like that. Some people just want to watch Sonic in the big screen and then hop out and then worry about the movie in the next 2 years. So it has to be a very stark balance. It sounds like they're trying to create a cinematic universe, and we only seen 1.5 successful ones. Obviously, live action, the MCU is very successful. The MonsterVerse is starting to become successful with the second film, second Godzilla vs. Kong film doing really, really well. And we're going to be talking about that and how that should be moving forward in a second. But I do really think they could do something really special here, because Sonic has a lot of lore. It has a lot of characters that are likable and loved, but it just depends on how people feel about these characters as casual viewers and how this universe works out. But I think it's a really great idea to introduce them in the movie, give them a television show, and then the show does really well. Perfect. If it doesn't, then they just move on. So, guys, let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys feel about potential Sonic 4 Avenger level events in these Sonic movies moving forward? Where there's these big adventures where it's not too much about Sonic character development, but just a bunch of characters coming together to go on a mission, and then you get those character development moments in the show. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What would you rate that decision? Drop the comments down below, and let me see what the live chat has to say. Dave Show, what's up, man? How are you doing? Oh, Collective Movie Man, beloved channel member. Thank you for telling me I have an awesome day. I appreciate that. My day has been pretty good. Hopefully your day is good as well. Hey, 80 kids from the 90s. How you doing, man? How you feeling? Let's see. We get Sonic 4, baby. Yeah, man. I feel like with Sonic 3 coming at the end of this year, we'll probably get a Sonic 4 in 2026, because it seems like they take like 2 years to make these movies. Makes sense. The animation is very expensive. Dang, Sonic 4, and definitely looking forward to the Knuckles show. Yeah, I think that Idris Elba as Knuckles was great in Sonic 2, and what they say with this fish out of water, those are always fun stories. I think Knuckles is a perfect character for that. Remind you of like Drax and other characters like that just don't understand social norms. I think that would be really, really fun. Yeah, you bring up Sonic Underground as another great Sonic animated show. Hey, Kenny Sparks with the new logo. I love that new logo, man. It's fantastic. Hey family, what's up, man? Hey Zach, did you know CinemaCon is going on this week? Yes, I did hear about CinemaCon. I will be looking forward to some of the news that they're producing. I wish some of it came out today, but we got a lot of great stuff coming on right now. They really need to stop trying to turn everything into a universe. Focus on Sonic and Knuckles. The difference between Sonic franchise and the Marvel is most of the Marvel characters are made to be leads. Interesting. That's interesting. That's a very solid take. It makes sense. I think that what they are trying to do here in terms of the characters is if they perform well in the movie, then they'll get a show. I don't think they're just gonna force it and do it, because Knuckles was a fan favorite in that movie. And I think that if they find the right creative person that can turn that character on his head and the right voice actor to bring life to it, then they'll give it and flesh the story out. I think that's what they're gonna do. I don't think it's gonna be the MCU thing where it's like we're going to give every character a movie in the show. That's what, based on what they said so far. But you're right though. If they just force it, it's not going to work out. The miracle of the MCU is that they got all those leads to become a team. Sonic is trying to turn a team into a bunch of leads. Very interesting. Yeah, it definitely could be like that. If it's just a bunch of supporting characters getting fleshed out in the shows, I think that works. If they're doing this where they're going to give each supporting character their own movie, that's where the problem would lie. But what they said in this article sounds like that's not what's going to happen. It sounds like the characters are going to get TV shows and then they'll pop back in the movies and support Sonic and be more realized characters. Thoughts on RGA? Okay, this is since remember, guys, if it's something that's not pertaining to the subject to talk about, I'll start it and I'll talk about it in the Q&A section. I think they should do Sonic show for Jim Carrey's character. I would definitely watch that, even though I'm not really interested in Sonic. Oh yeah, for Eggman, I think that would be really, really cool to see an Eggman show, especially with Jim Carrey. He's a great leading man. Hey, Mama Art Girl, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate that. So I had a poll going up just to ask you guys how you guys are doing, and let's see what happened. With 9 votes, it says 55% of you guys are great. I would love to hear that. 22% of you guys good. 11% of you guys are content, and 11% of you guys could be better. For the guys that and gals who could be better, hopefully this live stream brings up your mood. And next poll is, are you excited for the future of Sonic? Yes, no, maybe, don't care. Start poll. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. And this is going to be another franchise from a video game to a movie. And that will be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie reveals first production photo of new animatronic. This is coming from direct.com. It says a new behind the scenes image from the development of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, FNAF 2, may have teased the arrival of another killer animatronic from the game. Five Nights at Freddy's director Emma Tammy said in October 2023 that the team is definitely excited to tell more stories, hinting that the sequel could be tied into the video game's second installment, which makes sense. With it being Five Nights at Freddy's 2, let me zoom in a little bit better. In November 2023, Tammy revealed more details about the plans for the sequel, noting that they're really excited to incorporate more elements of the lore that are directly related to the series' second and third games. As exciting development that then came in January 2024 when the lead, Josh Hutcherson, confirmed that a sequel is on its way and the filming is set to begin sometime later this year. New Five Nights at Freddy's 2 images teases Mangle arrival. Blumhouse produced. Sorry about the mixed up my words. Blumhouse production CEO Jason Blum shared an exciting new image on Twitter from the behind-the-scenes progress of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This image showcases what seems to be Jim Henson's Creature Shop take on a game scary animatronic known as Mangle and Toy Bonnie on the far left. So right here is what they believe is going to be the Mangle animatronic. And then a little bit right here is where they believe is the creation of Toy Bonnie. This basically the start of those characters. You can see different parts and shapes, and he's really getting to work on this, which is exciting for Five Nights at Freddy fans. It said Blum teased that Jim Henson's Creature Shop is working its magic again ahead of the anticipated sequel. Jim Henson Creature Shop is working. Oh, well, they said that. We aren't sure what they're working on, but we know it's great. In Five Nights at Freddy's lore, Mangle is Foxy's redesigned counterpart that first appeared in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's known to be the most damaged version of Foxy after children seemingly tore it apart during playtime. So this is, if you look at this here, you can kind of see where it's going at, and it's going to become this. And this is absolutely terrifying and creepy as hell. Meanwhile, Toy Bonnie is the redesigned version of Bonnie, who served as a secondary antagonist in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 video game. Toy Bonnie has a shiny blue body and white circular tail that can be used as a weapon against enemies. That's how the character looks in the game. And this is what this right here with the hand here and the rest of the character. It looks like that's where they're getting that from. The sadistic killer thinks that he's a superstar and the best among the other animatronics. How Mango and Toy Bonnie fits into the second movie. Mango and Toy Bonnie are two important animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, and seeing their live-action debut is an exciting prospect. The first movie ending showed William Afton's own yellow rabbits who turned on by him by killing him as he was dragged away by Freddy and other animatronics. In the video game lore, the second game revealed that the original animatronics are joined by a new batch of toys that serve as the main villains. Given the ending of the last film, William Afton's Sing Trap may recruit or even make new allies to clash with the original animatronics who betrayed him. Mango and Toy Body could be a part of a new group that Springtrap controls, leading to a full-blown animatronic war between the two factions of original versions and fresh killer machines. That sounds really awesome. That sounds really, really cool. Personally, I'm just gonna say I thought Five Nights at Freddy's the movie was okay. I wasn't in love with it. It wasn't something that I thought was amazing. I wasn't blown away by it. I did a watch along on the channel, and I thought that it was decent. It's a decent horror film. Nothing too crazy, but I know it has a big fandom. It did boffo business at the box office. It had a lot of fans who love that movie, and the fact that it didn't have like a huge budget, I think that they're going to be increasing the budget for this one, adding more characters, adding the lore border to it. I think that was missing from the first one. That felt like it felt more closer to a basic horror film than it did in the games. So I think that is exciting that they're going to be bringing more of the classic characters that people love from the game into it, and then adding more lore. I think that that's the most exciting part for me, that they're going to be adding more lore to make this way more interesting than the first one was. Even though I know people love that movie, but for me, as a casual viewer who never played the games, if they add more lore to it, I think it will be more entertaining for me. And I want to see Josh Hutcherson and his little sister come back for the second one. And I guess the girl that helped him escape as well. I think that would all be exciting. And animatronics war sounds really interesting. That sounds fun. So I love that they're keeping the practical effects. I hope they continue to do that. I guess add a little bit of VFX and CGI if they're going to do this whole war thing. But this sounds like a really exciting development for this movie. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this update for Five Nights at Freddy's. Are you excited for these two new characters? Who else do you want to see in the second movie? And what lore pieces do they need to bring from the game into the second movie to really elevate it so that more people can enjoy it other than Five Nights at Freddy's fans? Let me see what the live stream has to say. Everybody saying hi today. I love that. He said, hey, sorry, I'm a little hyped today. Probably too much sugar. Hey, man, I'm glad that you hype in the live stream. I'm just waiting for the Joker trailer. I heard it's supposed to drop at 9:30. Yep. It's going to be done right before I finish this live stream, and then I'll react to it. He said, yeah, I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't even see the first one. I've never played the game. The only reason I'm interested in is the first one is because of the guy. Okay, Josh Hutcherson. Okay. Hey, Run with Scissors, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you. You're a beautiful person yourself. I did not like Five Nights at Freddy at all, but I'm excited for the franchise fans who mostly seem to enjoy the movie. People deserve to have their fandom despite how I feel. I 100% agree. I will never be mad at somebody enjoying a franchise. I just don't. I didn't hate the movie. I will watch a second one. I just hope if there's improvements, you know. Hey, Papa the Carporn, Killer Katie, what's up? It's in the live stream. Driving home from work and I'm listening. I appreciate you. Let's see. And like Killer Katie say, Papa the Carporn, don't forget to hit that like button while you're here. Dave Show said, I'm definitely excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Enjoyed the first one, seeing as I never played any of the games. Yeah, same. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I did enjoy it for what it was, especially since I didn't play the games. I think if you play the games, you get more enjoyment out of it. Just like if you read the comics, you love the MCU more, yada, yada, and etc. Have you seen with T, beloved channel member? What's up, man? How are you doing? Let's see. Best way to spend Halloween. Yeah, it's probably going to be coming out on Halloween again, too. We just talked about Five Nights at Freddy's. So we're going to move on to the next topic, and this is going to be talking about a more serious film, and that's going to be the reviews for Civil War have come in. We had some first reactions earlier in the year because of, or maybe it might be yeah, I think early in the year because of the festival. But now we're going to be getting the full reviews from critics because um the movie's coming out this Friday. Got my tickets already. Really excited. We'll definitely drop a review Friday night or Saturday morning. Um, and the it's currently sitting at, actually, let me go check because it changed from before. It's currently sitting at a 90%. So it started at 93 and then it dropped to a 91. Now it's at 98. So it's still hovering at a 90 with like 70 reviews. But let's see what people have to say. Dana Stevens at Slate says Civil War often leaves the audience feeling trapped in an all too realistic waking nightmare. But when it finally lets us go mercilessly short of a 2 hour mark, it sends us out of the theater talking. Sometimes when these reviewers do all these weird, wordy things like that, it annoys me. But what I could depict from this and what she's saying is that it feels so realistic in terms of what could happen since it's in the near future. It's going to be like a scary if it could happen. And then say when it finally lets you go, and the fact that this movie's under the 2 hour mark, it's really exciting. It's not overly long. It says there's a lot to talk about in the film. Really, really enjoy that. Robert Koger, from the Flickering Myth, he gave it a Rotten Tomato, 2.5 out of 5. Vague under the impression it's making a bold point about journalism and society with its less is more technique to world building and characters, when in reality it's fairly transparent and vacacious. Okay, so he's saying that the movie thinks it's being more clever than it actually is, and it's doing less than more when it probably could have be dig a little deeper into the topics, which I heard a lot of people were scared about with Alex Garland not being American. So him doing a movie about American politics and he's coming from the outside in. A lot of people were scared about that, especially with the whole Florida and oh no, I think it's Florida and Texas and California alliance. That's just like a weird pairing to be kept together. So that was like something there, but it just depends. Ruben Barron says, intellectually distinct from our reality, but capable of visceral disturbance, the film managed to uncover significant elements of the truth despite the world building not entirely making sense. That's interesting. He gave this is from Looper.com. He gave it a 7 out of 10, which is not bad. It means it's above average, a little bit more than above average, almost great, but something's missing. And it seems like the world building it entirely makes sense. I hear that some reviewers who love the film feel like he purposely did that so it doesn't feel like a true reflection of the politics that's happening in America, because he said he didn't want to make a political movie. This is more about journalism and what some of the effects that war have on journalism. It's not really this big battle film and it's going to be political and the right and the left. He's not going for that, if that's what you thought you were going to get in the movie. But this is a very interesting one. It says it's intellectually distinct from our reality, but visceral and disturbing. So it's different. It feels like a different reality, using elements of what happens here, but changing it just a bit so it doesn't reflect us too much, but it has a visceral disturbance. That's really interesting. Grace Randolph, one of my favorite YouTubers. I didn't get to check out her review. I saw the thumbnail and I was like, oh boy. From Beyond the Trailer says, bottom line, Alex Garland's Civil War is poorly researched. As a result, many things in the film don't make sense and feel inaccurate to the real America, even when it comes to criticisms. The film is not just wildly irresponsible, but also not well made. Woo! So yeah, while Grace is one of my favorite YouTubers, I don't always agree with her takes. Sometimes the things that she looks for in films is not the things that I look for in films. And sometimes I feel like she kind of misses the point in certain things. Sometimes she has an unpopular opinion that I also agree with. So that's something to look out for. There might be other people that might feel like that. I'm going to do like 2 more of these, and I'm going to see what the live chat is saying. Carla Hay from Culture Mix says, Civil War has some gripping action sequences. First person to talk about the action sequences, but it's not a non-stop action flip about gun-toting heroes. It's an effective commentary about war, journalism, political unrest, and the psychological toll on people caught in the crossfire. From what I'm hearing, and maybe what Grace thought, where he said it was poorly researched, and doesn't feel accurate to real America. I think that was supposed to be real. I think that she didn't. Well, I mean, not say that she didn't realize, but I think that what is happening here is that he's doing an alternate universe of America, and I think she thought the movie was going to be more accurate to what's going on. And this person seems like, they understands the commentary, and some people have talked about how it's distinct from our reality. Lindsay Barr from Associated Press says smart, compelling, challenging blockbusters don't come along that often, though this past year has had a related embarrassment of riches with the likes of Doom Part 2, Oppenheimer, Civil War should be a part of that conversation. Interesting, though, but she only gave it a 3 out of, well, I guess 3 out of 4 is pretty good. If you're going out of a 4 rating, 3 out of 4 is great, a great film. Yeah, that's a really tell sign to put it in the monks of Doom Part 2 and Oppenheimer, of these intellectual blockbusters. I love that trend that we're getting. I heard that people were saying this movie should be checked out in IMAX. Unfortunately, the only IMAX that's close to me is too far away. I did it for Doom, but I'm not gonna do it for Civil War. But yeah, that's just some of the reviews that are coming out for Civil War. Definitely go check on Rotten Tomatoes if you want to see more. Friend of the channel, Sully Streams, who always gets to see movies early, he put his review out. He did a really great review where he talks about the pros and cons, and I really enjoyed that. It really set me up for that. And some other reviewers who I respect put out some reviews on YouTube as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for this film. I love movies. I love Alex Garland. I'm a fan of Men. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I thought that movie was like really brilliant. I love Annihilation. I haven't seen Ex Machina. I want to see that. People say that's his best film, and I love his TV show Devs. I think that's another show that's really great and talks about kind of AI and Destiny and things like that. And Kaylee Spaney was in that, and now she's in this movie. So I'm really excited to check this out and see what he has to say. I think going in knowing that this is alternate reality where it's similar to stuff that's going on now, but there's slight differences, helps with the experience. And I think that if you go in knowing that, you can enjoy the movie more. So guys, how excited you are for Civil War? Are these reviews really helping you go to the movies and go check this out, or is scaring you away and making you feel like you want to like wait for it for streaming? Because I know that a lot of people thought this was going to be this big war epic. That's how the movie is kind of trailered out, but it seems like it's going to be more about the journalists traveling across America. Drop all those comments down below and let me know, and let me see what the live chat has to say. First off, before obviously, because I have a channel friend of the channel dropping a super chat. I appreciate you. I'm going to be shouting you out in the community tabs pretty soon. Kenny Sparks, thank you for the $2 super chat. I got to come up with like a animation for that. Admit that J. Cole chickened out. I will not. Leave me alone. He's a grown man and he realized he made a mistake. If this was J. Cole versus who's some random rapper, I don't know, this some J. Cole versus a rapper he never collaborated with or wasn't friends with, then I'm like, all right, dude, what are you doing? But he was friends with Kendrick. I understand why he decided, like, he sat down, he probably talked to his wife and was like, why am I doing this? He barely said anything about me. So that's all I gotta say. Now, if Kendrick Lamar comes out with a diss track, this is J. Cole directly, and he does not respond, then I'll have a problem. But as of right now, I'm cool. Let's see what the live chat. Where was I at? I've watched the run through of games. Okay, so you're a little bit more familiar with it. Definitely seeing this Friday. Could be A24 best movie ever. I don't know if it could be A24 best movie ever, but it could be one of the top 5, top 10s. What's it rated? I think it's rated R because there's some violence in there. I'm hoping to watch it, Monkey Man and Civil War, this weekend. Oh man, I'm excited for you to check out Monkey Man. I have my review on my channel. It's a great film. Florida and Texas alliance is a scary thought. And it really is. Those no offense to anybody from Texas or Florida, but the stereotypes that we get, obviously, because not everyone from Texas or Florida is the same. It's not a monolith. But the governments, let's say that's the perfect way. The government's ideologies together, scary. I'm really excited about this movie. I think it will be a good movie. I think it so as well. Yeah, I'm seeing it Thursday. Can't wait. Nice. Men was weird, but good. Yeah, man, Men is a weird film, but I love weird films. As long as they have something to say, and that movie had a lot to say. Can't wait to see Civil War on Friday. I'm seeing it in 7.15 Dolby Theater. Nice. I hear the sound design in this movie is fantastic, so that's perfect. I'm a fan of Men too. First time hearing about the movie, though. Mama Air off dog, you are so naughty. The only good thing about Men is that oh god, Men freaked me out. but when I first saw it, I left with a WTF face, as you should with that movie. What is the movie about? I don't do R-rated stuff, so I would like to hear the plot. Okay, so the basic plot, and actually, let me not let me not lie to you. Let me just go to Google and read it off. So the plot for Men is a dystopian future America. A team of military embedded journalists race against the time to reach Washington D.C. before rebel factions descend upon the White House. That is what Civil War is about. So it's not something that's going to have like a lot of sex or anything like that. It's more political, kind of futuristic kind of film. So you guys, let me see what you said for the last poll that I dropped. Are you excited for the future of Sonic? 60% of you guys said yes, 30% said maybe, 10% says don't care, and 0% said no. So most people are excited. Some people just don't care. But I'm really excited for it. Let me start a poll. Excited for Civil War after reviews. Yes, no. See for myself. Start poll. Okay. And you said Ex Machina was brilliant. I gotta go check it out. There's no I don't think there's any sci-fi elements to the film. I don't think there's any sci-fi elements to the film. Okay, so let's move on to the next topico, and this is gonna be the big bad Monsterverse. We talked about Sonic becoming a cinematic universe, and let's talk about one of the potential ones. Well, no, it's not potential. It is one. It is a cinematic universe. It's doing well for itself. We're going to be talking about the box office later in the stream, and Godzilla X Kong New Empire I was going to say Frozen Empire. New Empire is doing really, really good. So this is coming from Hollywood Reporter. It says jaws drop at legendary Warner Brothers when Godzilla X Kong New Empire opened to $80 million in North America over Easter weekend, despite getting shredded by critics. It wasn't quite double what tracking services had predicted, but close enough. And by day 10, its global crime, Cume? I guess Cume had an impressive $361 million in 10 days. That is a lot of moolah. So what's next? This is certainly an exciting result, says Mary Parent, chairman of the worldwide production for Josh Grood's Legendary. Grood's company is on the inevitable. I don't know how to say these words sometimes. It's on a winning streak. Between this film and early March blockbuster Doom Part 2, we are in a good position to continue this journey, but let's see how Godzilla X unfolds. These are early days, but we're certainly feeling good. Godzilla X Con sure to be a hot topic this week at CinemaCon, the annual gathering of cinema operators. Somebody was just talking about CinemaCon. This happened in Las Vegas. While critics mostly scoffed at the movie, general audiences and families embraced the film directed by Adam Wingard. And people, the audience scores are high. I think it was an A- audience score. It has high Rotten Tomato scores. People really like it. It's had higher scores than Godzilla vs. Kong, which I personally thought was a better movie, but people really like this one. There's always the seduction of making a trilogy out of it, and I think that there's some untapped areas to go into. There's also ways to continue to innovate the stylized approach to the MonsterVerse, and what's great about the MonsterVerse is that it's allowed to so many different directors to approach it with their unique style and color palette. The movie's domestic marked the second biggest opening of 5 titles in legendary Warner Brothers MonsterVerse series, which debuted in 2014 Godzilla. Any studio would give their 18th for that sort of surge at a time when franchise fatigue is rampant. That's true. And I think it helps that we don't have a lot of Godzilla X Kong content. There's so much time in between releases that it doesn't feel like you're seeing so much of it. So I think that's really, really good for that. Like Godzilla versus Kong launched during the pandemic and it did 48.5 million. So almost double, almost. And it's doing really good. I think the movie has already made back its budget, which is amazing in such a short time. It says, obviously, I wouldn't make this decision until we see how New Empire performs at the box office, but I would definitely have some interest in doing another one of these, Wingard said. There's a way to continue to innovate as a director, and he already talked about that. And basically, what I think they're saying is that the movie's doing really well. We want to see what the long-term haul of the movie is, see if it drops off. And we're going to talk about the drop from week to week during Attack of the Box Office later in the stream. But I think we're going to get more Godzilla X Kong content. I think that they're going to probably do a solo Godzilla movie. A lot of people have talked about how we're going to get a Godzilla versus Destroyer film where they find ways to get us to get emotionally attached to Godzilla. They haven't done that yet. For me personally, I don't think they've done that. I think we're very emotionally attached to Kong, and I think he's the best character in the franchise so far. And I hope that we get a Kong sequel where he explores the Hollow Earth. I think that they do those two movies, they continue the show, Legacy of Monarch, and then do another Godzilla X Kong film where we get all those elements and bring it together for another big bombastic film where Godzilla and Kong have to team together against a new threat or fight each other. Who knows? But I'm really, really excited for the future of this franchise. Did really well at the box office for this first weekend. Is holding really steady and doing really well internationally. And it still has some markets to open up in. And I think this is going to be really cool. As long as they find different directors to do different things with the franchise, I think that it will hold up. It won't feel samey because each movie feels different. Godzilla 2014 feels different from King of Monsters, even though King of Monsters is blue. Kong Skull Island feels different from those two, and then Godzilla vs. Kong feels different from those, and then Godzilla X Kong feels different from Godzilla versus Kong. So as long as they keep doing that, making it fun, feeling fresh, and finding ways to change these characters, I think Godzilla definitely needs to get some. He can't just be, oh, you're making loud noises, stomp, stomp, stomp. He needs to add a little bit more to the character. So, guys, let me know what you think about the future of Godzilla X Kong franchises, MonsterVerse, maybe other monsters getting movies and TV shows. Obviously, we're talking about Sonic and they're doing that. How do you feel about maybe a different character, Mothra, getting a movie? How do you feel about all those different things that they could possibly do? Drop all those comments down below. Let me know, and let me see what the live chat has to say. Still need to see the new movie. Yeah, go check it out, man. It's a fun time. Oh yeah, have you seen what he does not like these movies? Oh my god, another Godzilla X Kong. Shake my head. Godzilla X Kong Endgame will be the next one. I'm calling it. Facts. Not really a fan. I'd rather get 5 more Fast and Furious movies than 1 more Godzilla X Kong movie. That's funny because I always felt like Godzilla X Kong New Empire felt like a MonsterVerse Fast and Furious. So it's funny that you said that. But we're only getting 1 more Fast and Furious movie because Vin Diesel is in trouble or minor trouble. Yeah, it's good that the MonsterVerse movies drop every couple of years. I like to see only Godzilla and Kong and Mothra movies. I was just talking about Mothra. Yeah, I would like some solo outings. I think that Kong has a lot to explore with the new empire. I think there's a lot to do with Godzilla that they have room to do. Maybe him going to Hollow Earth, seeing why he hasn't been there. Let's explore that. And find interesting ways to do the human characters. They just need to improve on that. I love a movie where Kong becomes King Kong officially. Me too. I would love for the next movie called King Kong Hollow Earth. I would love that. Godzilla is goated of the two. I think overall in history, yes, but in this franchise, no. Kong versus Jerry Lawler is a movie I would want to see. Find our true king. That's hilarious. Oh God. Godzilla X Kong would have been better if Godzilla wasn't in it. Seeing Kong handle Scar King by himself would have elevated this status as a badass. I agree. I do wish we got a Kong movie where he explored Hollow Earth and he had to fight Scar King. I think it would give more time for Scar King to be developed and a lot more time for Kong to do cool stuff. Don't really care for Godzilla movies or the MonsterVerse. This guy just don't really like any of this stuff. Hey, Spring, welcome to the live stream. So, hello, movie maniacs. Movie question for the day. Have you ever tried... What? Oh, man. I didn't know that's what was going on. I'm going to have to ban you. Okay. Funny Rock comes back to the end of the Fast and Furious. Kind of have to thank DC for humbling him, and this is the final boss run. Also, his A24. Oh, yeah, that's true. It'd be nice to see The Rock in this, you know. They should do a Godzilla versus Fast and Furious. Yeah, I don't think that would work out for the Fast and Furious characters. They would get stomped out. Let's see what the live chat had to say in the poll about the last poll I put up. Excited for Civil War after reviews? 69% of you guys said yes. 20% said no. 10% of you guys have to see for yourself. But most of you guys are really, really, really excited. Also, yeah, I do. So thinking about, I do need somebody to manage the chat. Community moderation. Let me see. Is there a way for me to add someone as a moderator? Let me see. All right. My boy Kenny. I just added you as a moderator for the live chat. So help me out, brother. I don't know if you're gonna get something that you have to accept it, but yeah, you're in my live chat all the time, so I appreciate you. I trust you to help me out. I assumed all power. Thank you, Pop and Popcorn. I should have asked you this from the beginning. I know you know how to do it. But I did it. I believe. You know what? Let's drop a new poll. should should Kenny be moderator? Yes. No. Should been me. Start roll. Let's go. Oh no, Kenny has all the power. Yeah, I see he has a wrench and he's blue. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Let's move on to the next big topic I have. This is going to be something that's going to affect all of us. This is coming from Deadline. It says why streaming giants are exiting original production in Southeast Asia and how producers plan to bounce back. Okay, so recently we've seen a very big influx in Asian content on streaming. We're getting a lot of movies and television shows on streaming coming from Southeast Asia and being on top of the charts, people finding foreign content that they love, and it's been a big boom. And I think that's also helped with Indian content getting in theaters and charting. I think Netflix has really ushered that in. And obviously, RRR is a big film. That movie came out in theaters, but did really big business for Netflix when it got to that site. But now it's saying streamers, Prime Video, and Disney Plus, who was trying to follow in Netflix footsteps, is stopped commissioning originals in South Asia. Producers in Southeast Asia are facing a very different, much quieter landscape to the one in front of them just 12 months ago, as U.S. players rein in their spending to appease shareholders in neighboring countries such as Korea, Japan, and India draw attention. Southeast Asia, which at one point was considered a key growth opportunity for international streamers such as Prime Video and Disney Plus, has seen money drain out of its markets. Spending was reeled in and layoff hit original production staff and global streaming reset of last year. And the region has become one of the worst hit as a result. In fact, Netflix remains the only major streamer still commissioning original content from the region. Sources are saying that they're going to be doing it on a smaller scale, but Netflix refuted that, saying that no, we're not. We're just delegating the money into other places because there's a lot of international content other than Southeast Asia. The whole business changed to profitability, and everybody started freaking out around the world. When that Wall Street news hit that when we stop having money to spend. Yeah, let's talk about that. Netflix is always at a loss, but they're always making so much money so they can keep spending money. Disney Plus and Prime Video didn't realize this. I didn't realize they can compete with Netflix because they can't go into a loss because they have other production stuff that they have to do. Geographically, Southeast Asia comprises 11 states and is located in the area east of India subcontinent, south of China. We don't need to know all that, blah, blah, blah. But the area importance as TV and filmmaking has been growing as streaming took off, but has been relatively low key compared to other territories in Asia. Not only that's been exorbitant. Where's all these big old words? Has been the rise of Hallyu, South Korean content, and booming interest in Japanese anime to the east, plus continued streaming growth in the competitive Indian market. I was just talking about that to the west. The mega populous Asia certainly remains a significant strategic focus for streamers' growth plans, but most are now primarily targeted countries either side of Southeast Asia. So now Southeast Asia, it's not that they're pulling out of Asia. It seems like they're just spending less there and spreading the wealth around Asia and trying to get original content. It looks like Disney Plus and Prime Video are just like pulling out completely while Netflix is still doing it. But we're going to be seeing more original content coming from India and other countries outside of Southeast Asia. For example, Netflix and Disney Plus have both prioritized original production in Korea, with the former famously committed more than $2.5 billion on K content creation over the coming years. Sources of the latter indicating this is where spend in Asia will go primarily. Paramount Plus has been working with local Korean streaming TV going on original programs, though it's not clear how the U.S. companies move out of international production in the most of the world will impact that. Yeah, so I just want to talk about that because a lot of content that a lot of people like on streaming is going to be affected. They go on to talk about how both Disney and Amazon made mass redundancies across the global footprints to address crashing revenues and brutally tough. So this is, I think, a result of kind of like the results of people not watching the content as much as they thought they were going to, and especially since it was working on Netflix, they thought they were going to do that. But I think people will just go to Netflix for that content. Disney is not really the brand to do that kind of content. At least I don't think. Or if they're going to do it, they shouldn't spend that much money on it. Amazon, I think, could have, but the way their UI is and the way it's set up, I think people go to Amazon for Amazon Originals more than just a diverse set of content. But yeah, there's a lot of South Asian content that has been on these streamers. It sucks that it's going to be so many people losing jobs, but it's something that's going to happen. It's kind of a business situation. I wish that there was more money to spend around, but with the people or these companies kind of pivoting back to theatrical releases, we're going to see a lot of this booming streaming going to be hurt a lot. Guys, let me know in the live stream and in the comments down below how you guys feel about maybe your favorite South Asia content not being well produced as it was before and getting less of it, or you think it's better to spread the wealth around so we get more diverse storytelling from Asia. Drop all those comments down below, let me know, and I'll go on to the next story, and then I'll check the live chat after. This one is another big majors news that I wanted to share with you guys. This is talking about from the Hollywood Reporter. Hold on, close this deadline article. Is it zoomed in? Yes, it is. Hollywood Labor backs AI transparency bill that could offer firepower to creators. I'm not going to read through this whole article. I think there was just the first couple lines. It's really interesting. We've been talking about AI for a long time now. It's a big topic, not only in the entertainment space, but just in general. And it says, as generative artificial intelligence tools push into the entertainment industry, Hollywood is throwing its weight behind a bill that will require heightened transparency from AI companies. The legislation introduced by Rep. Adam Schiff on Tuesday will require firms to disclose copyrighted works used to train generative AI systems. If the bill passes, OpenAI, for example, will be forced to reveal videos and other content used to create Sora. It's a long-shot bid to provide some ammunition to companies and creators across the industry that are threatened by the rise of generative AI tools that could play a significant role in production pipeline. If it's made known that companies use copyrighted works from filmmakers, writers, and artists, especially the artists, among others, in creation of AI systems, there could be cause to sue. The rest of this article, when I was reading through it, is like about a lot of stuff that I as a person probably don't understand, but I just want to really quickly talk about it real quick and let you guys know that's on the radar and that's happening. I should have put this in rapid fire news, but yeah, they're trying to come up with a bill to help people when it comes to AIs. And I think the artist is really, really important. We've seen AI art just take from other artists online, not give them credit, and then pose as original art. And I think this bill will protect them. And you can sue now, and it makes it less likable or likely that they'll use that if they steal from original content. I think that's really, really strong, and hope something like this passes. AI needs to be under control when it comes to art and filmmaking and not pushing people out of their jobs. That's not what AI should be for. It should be able to support people. AI is here. It's not going to go away, but it needs to be regulated in a way. And I think this is the first step. Let me see what the live chat has to say, and then we'll get into some rapid fire news. Um, Really, the only franchise things I care about are Star Wars, Game of Thrones, DC, and a little bit of Marvel. They have 8 different shows and talks for Game of Thrones. Well, I heard one of the shows for Game of Thrones just got canceled, the Jon Snow one. Oh no, Kenny has all the power. Kenny, now you can time us all out. Hey, Brandon Davis, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to live stream. I won't let it go to my head, K-pop. Any CinemaCon news yet? I don't know. I'm not checking up on CinemaCon right now. I have my news article set. So let me know if anything any breaking news comes. Oh, I didn't know the poll meant you Kenny Sparks. Yeah, for sure you should be. Oh man. It's great that we get projects from other countries. Parasite, Squid Game, and Hellbound were all great watches. I agree. I saw Squid Game. I heard Hellbound was good. I haven't checked it out. And Parasite recently came out, right? It sucks that people aren't watching it on more platforms. Yeah, I agree. The prodigious spider star, welcome to the live stream. He said, whatever the whole deal is, I think that if we're going to use people likeness with AI, the people that use it should get paid for their likeness. You know what? You get a round of applause, and it's not going to be like a regular one. It's not going to be my dry hands doing it. It's going to be spider. I haven't seen you in the live chat before, but you're cooking with hot grease with that one. I appreciate you, man. That's right. Kenny Sparks, I have to get into looking for more movies from Asia. You do, man. They make such great content. Foreign content is so good. They go places that America just don't because they have different priorities. Exactly. Regulated. Zach, I'm drunk as hell. Oh boy. Zach, have you seen the trailer for Kill? No. No. I have some trailers to watch. I'll look it up. When do we talk about the father of superheroes? Soon. I think if you know where, I think I know what you're talking about. I know one of the Game of Thrones shows is going to start filming in 2 months. It's called The Hedge Knight. I actually sent the art. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, yo, I appreciate that. No problem, prodigious. Appreciate you being here. Wait, I got confused with Parasite movie, which is what I was saying with the Parasite TV show on Netflix. Oh, first of all, the Parasite movie, fantastic film, one of my favorite films of all time. But the Parasite TV show I heard was really good. I remember you on the stream with Mike and Ryan, so I figured I'd stop by. Oh, those are some really great guys. So I appreciate you checking me out. Zach, watch the trailer for Kill the Kings. Loved it. Kill the Kings. Let me look it up real quick and add it to the queue. Kill. What company is it from? Because there's certain companies I'm not watching trailers for no more because they monetize my whole live stream. Kill the Kings. It's called Kill Kings. Is that what it's called? I don't see any I don't see any trailer for it. Kill the King official. This is 7 years ago. Message me the trailer, Brandon. I don't see it. But let's get into the next section. Oh, it's called Kill. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, people. Oh, okay. I remember you talking about this. Is Lionsgate? Lionsgate's kind of fair. It's kind of. I'll put it in the queue for the buy, rent, sale section. It'll be the main event since you said it's so hype, you know? Okay. Let's get into the next topic. Let me look at the poll. Let's end this one. Should Kenny be moderator? 60% yes, 40% said should have been me. Oh, that's funny. Love you guys. Zach M Talk Movies. What's up, man? Hey, man. Excited for the Joker 2 trailer tonight? Yes, I am. My stream should be ending at 9, the latest. And it comes out 9:30. We'll be reacting to it and breaking it down by scene. That's if you saw my Maxine trailer reaction, that's what I'm doing now. But yeah, let's get into the next topic. Just want to remind you guys when it comes to super chats, look at the ticker down below. I'm now, giving back to you guys if you super chat. But let's go. Where are my graphics? Yeah, so rapid fire news are news topics that I want to share with you guys, but I don't think we have to spend too much time on. We're going to start with this first topic. You know, we talked about Five Nights at Freddy's, we talked about Sonic, we know that Zelda movie is coming, and we also have the Mario movie. A lot of video game movies are going to be coming. We've always had video game movies some people don't know about, but we have news about a new one that's going to be coming out, and this is coming from comingsoon.net. And Dredge indie horror fishing game hooks a movie adaptation. Black Salt Games and Story Kitchen are united to create a live action adaptation of the former Smash indie horror fishing game Dredge. The New Zealand developed game, one of 2023's best horror outings, sees players employed to fish the waters of a mysterious, I don't know how to say that word, where strange things are afoot and a fin on land and sea. As you build your boat up to fish more dangerous waters, explore more deadly places, and underlying cosmic horror mystery unfurls. It's not just the odd, weird fish and mumbling loons stuck on the island that should concern you either. The night and the depths hold sinister secrets, lurking leviathans. What will you find on your excursions, and will you ultimately regret finding? That actually sounds like an awesome description for a movie. I like it. The game has received plenty of award nominations since release last March, which is impressive given the competition it faced in general gaming space and the horror gaming space. It was reviewed at 8.5. The film version has an official logline that reads "The Sixth Sense on the Water." Wow. A grounded, atmospheric, cosmic horror blend of H.P. Lovecraft and Ernest Hemingway. Those are some big words. Those are some big words. Asked about the film adaptation, Black Salt Games, Nadia Thorne, Joel Mason, Alex Ritchie, and Michael Bastian wrote in a statement, "We are excited to partner with such an experienced studio team to bring the world we created to live action and ignite imagination of audiences across the globe. A cosmic horror film with that setting and promise of earthly creatures has plenty of potential, so seeing that Black Salt Story Kitchen cook will be interesting." I highly agree. This is a video game that I've never heard of before, and I definitely want to go see it if I can get it. It sounds like something I'll play on my Switch. Um, I'm down. Honestly, I'm really down for this. I think this sounds like a really interesting idea. Even if this sounds like an interesting movie, to be honest with you, I think this sounds like what Night Swim probably should have been. And this doesn't really need to have a huge budget. I like the whole like building the ship aspect. I can add a lot of character to it and make it stand out. And I think the cosmic horror, Erica Hemingway, all these different things that they described it, if they pull it off, this is gonna be one of the best movies, video game movies that we've ever had. Moving on to the next rapid fire news. This is going to be coming out of DC. James Gunn on Threads, because there's a lot of rumors about who's the antagonist. You guys actually can't read that because it's so weird. Okay, on Twitter, he loves using Threads. This is from James Gunn. He wanted to clarify the primary protagonist of Superman is shockingly Superman. The main villain of Superman is Lex Luthor. A lot of people were talking about Lex Luthor is going to be in the background, or like we were going to get the engineer from the Authority to be the villain, but Lex Luthor is the villain of the movie. He said, I don't know where all this stuff is coming from, that it's something other than this. There's so many stories coming out every day. It's difficult to deal with. And every time I strike something down, I'm giving it attention. I'm glad that he finally figured it out. I always said that he was reacting to things too much. And I'm glad that he finally is going to slow down and just make these general posts. I think that's better. So I'll say it again. Don't believe anything unless you see it here. Why would you want to know everything before the movie comes out anyway? Highly agree. So, you know, we've been talking about Superman Legacy so much on this on this channel. I think that I'm really excited. Superman's my favorite DC hero, second favorite superhero of all time. I love the character. I really want to see him back in the spotlight and shown to be the great superhero he is. There's been a lot of talk about how he is so many other characters inside the Superman movie. Will he be the main character? Will it be Guardians of the Galaxy? He said the main character is Superman. Glad to hear that. And it's clarified that Lex Luthor is going to be the main villain. Great idea. I think that, you know, obviously we've gotten Lex before, but Man of Steel, we didn't. The Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman. I guess he was the main villain, Batman vs. Superman, but we haven't had a traditional Lex versus Superman story in the movies in a long time. And then hopefully, as this movie progresses, we get more of his rogues gallery. Superman has one of the best rogue galaxy in comics, but we just haven't seen most of it. So I'm super excited for this movie. Every more and more I get really excited for this film, even though I'm still was that cautiously optimistic. So drop down in the comments down below how you guys feel. I'm going to go through all the rapid fire news and then I'll get to your comments. One thing I want to talk about, Zach. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Your Canadian dollars. I appreciate you so much. He said, genius idea for super chats. Well, I got to say, I got it from a genius. Zach M, I appreciate you. You inspire me so much with your amazing live stream. I would never be able to think of this without you because you do something similar. I talked to a couple people in my last live stream at the end, and I was saying about this idea, and I think it's a great job. A lot of YouTubers are subscribed to the channel, so it just makes sense. And even if you don't have a YouTube channel, I'll just still shout you out anyway. So look for you and Kenny, man. Look out for your shout outs coming soon. I think I'm gonna do the shout outs every Wednesday because I do the live stream on Tuesday. But yeah, let's move on to the next rapid fire news. This is for the rom-com guys, for the rom-com guys and gals. This is coming from Variety. The two-time Oscar winner Rachel Zegler is set to return to one of the most beloved roles in Universal Pictures and working titled Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, an adaptation of Helen Fielding's best-selling novel. Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson are confirmed to return alongside franchise newcomers Chiwetel Ejiofor, which is great. I love him, and Leo Woodall. Don't know who he is, but I'm happy for him. The film will be directed by Michael Morris, who did To Leslie. Oh, that's the movie that got surprise nominated in Oscars, and Better Call Saul. The three Bridget Jones films, Bridget Jones' Diary, Edge of Reason, and Jones Baby, have massively successful, bringing in $760 million worldwide. Makes sense to take another stab at it. Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy will debut in the cinemas internationally and on Peacock in the U.S. on Valentine's Day. Okay, so it's doing a simultaneous release. It worked for Five Nights at Freddy's, so it might work for this. Tim Bevan, Eric Fellner, and Joe Wallet will produce working title films, and these are the executive producers, yada yada yada. And he's just talking about who's rep by who. But yeah, I actually haven't seen any of these movies before, so I definitely want to check them out. I love rom-coms, and these are said to be some of the best rom-coms. So now with a new movie, I guess that's going to be a new reviewing thing. Once I finally get over Lord of the Rings, it should be a new reviewing thing I will do. I love rom-coms, so I'm definitely going to go check this out and watch the first original trilogy before the fourth one comes out. Let me know in the comments down below and the live stream how you guys feel about a new Bridget Jones film. And then the last of the rapid fire news we're going to be talking about, we've been talking about this movie a little bit as we've gone with this channel as well. You already know with the new, not Michael B. Jordan, what's the name? Ryan Coogler vampire supernatural film set during the Jim Crow laws. This is what we've heard. There's no full thing about it. But Haley Steinfeld, who I'm a very big fan of and is not in a lot. Obviously, she's in the Spider-Verse films. But she be on tour because she sings and makes music, and I kind of like some of her songs. But she's gonna be in this film, and it's gonna be really interesting because she's been doing a lot of blockbuster kind of work. It's gonna be interesting to see her do something a little bit more artsy. So Haley Steinfeld, who voiced Gwen Stacy in the acclaimed Spider-Verse movies, will star opposite Michael B. Jordan in Ryan Coogler untitled supernatural thriller being made by Warner Brothers. Interesting. So she's gonna be starring with Michael B. Jordan. One interesting fact: Haley Steinfeld's like 1/4 black, so I don't know if that's gonna play into the film. I think her great grandfather's Jamaican or something like that, but whatever. The Buzzy Project, an object of high profile bidding war in January, heads before cameras later this month in New Orleans and has been furiously casting up. Wumi Mosaki, Delroy Lindo, who we talked about being cast in this in another live stream, Jack O'Connell, among others, make up the heady call sheet. Little is known about the project. What is known has yet to be confirmed by either studio or Coogler. Insiders say the feature is set in the Jim Crow era South and possibly involves both vampires and Southern supernatural traditions. Jordan may be playing dual roles as twin brothers. However, some hazy casting details have leaked. Mosaku may be playing Jordan's romantic love interest, but of which twin? O'Connell may be racist antagonist, and Steinfeld part is all sealed up in a coffin. Coogler wrote the script and also producing it via his Proximity Media, and the studio's releasing it in March 7th. That's next year, though. Not this year, obviously, because April. I'm really excited for this movie. The more the casting comes up, I'm really excited for it. I wonder if it's going to be a serious movie or have a more comedic tone. I know that Ryan Coogler, so far, his films have had more comedic aspects to it. Oh no, no, sorry, more serious aspects to it. Black Panther is probably his most comedic film, so I'm excited to see if maybe he adds a comedic spin to this. This sounds like something that could be have a little bit of a satire, but obviously we don't know. If it's super serious and it's set in the South during a racist time with black vampires, I'm super down. If it's set in the South with regular black people hunting white vampires or black vampires, I'm super down. I'm just down for a black director and writer to do something a little different than what we get. Obviously, it's still in the vein of Jim Crow and oppression and yada yada yada, but it's still something different and can be a step in the right direction. Love Michael B. Jordan, love Delroy Lindo, love Haley Steinfeld. This cast seems stacked. And the idea is really interesting. There's a rumor that it might involve the KKK and versus black vampires. Sounds hilarious. Sign me up. Sign me up. So that's the end of rapid fire news. Drop in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about all the news that we talked about here and all your personal opinions. I'm going to go to the live stream now. I'm going to drop a poll real quick for you guys. Love dropping these polls. It's really interactive. Let me know what the temperature is. What rapid fire news you like the best? Haley Steinfeld cast. Bridget Jones 4. What else did I do? Don't remember. I'm just gonna put those two because I don't remember right now. How do I delete this? Star poll. Okay, let me see what you guys have to say. Let me go back up. It should have been me, but I didn't realize Kenny was Sparks. I told you I'm drunk. Oh man, Superman has one of the best theme songs. I hope they use an amplified version of the John Williams song for the trailer. That'll be really cool. A modern version of that. I'm broke as hell right now. I just found out that I probably spent $500. Oh my god, collectible movie, man. Slow down. Hey, yo, that news logo. I'm excited for when Bendy and Poppy Playtime get their movies. Speaking of indie horror movies, okay, that should be cool. The only video game adaptation I like is The Last of Us. I hated Uncharted. It was not even close to the first game. I wish that movie would have burned. Well, we're getting more Uncharted games. I'm interested in God of War TV show, and they're supposed to be making, but I'm also concerned. I'm concerned about that as well. Man, they're really building the hype up for this one. Yeah. What do you think about the trailer for Dogman? Have not heard of that one. Let's see. God of War TV show should only cast Triple H's Kratos. I'll take nothing less. I don't think with his health condition that he can play Kratos right now. But I wish when he was younger they would do it. I know James Gunn is annoyed with the meme newsmakers, and I'm glad he shut it down. However, I really want DC to stop using the same freaking villains. I know, and I'm going to make a video about that because it's for attacking Zach because you asked me that. Can you explain the super chat awards? Okay, yeah. So with the super chats, as it says down there, if you give me a $2 super chat, you'll get a community tab shout out on Wednesday, the Tuesday after the live stream. So I'll shout you out for giving me the super chat. If you do $5 or more, I'll shout you out and post a link to your channel in the shout out so people go check you out. And then if you do $10 or more, I will post a link to either your channel or a video of your choice in the description of my videos for a week and in my comment section for a week, just to help get you guys a promotion. Obviously, I'm not a huge channel, but it may get some eyes. Sometimes I get 1,000 views. Sometimes I get 500 views. May get some eyes on your video. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. $2, just a shout out to you for being awesome for doing the super chat. $5, you promote one of your content that you want to promote, whether it's social media or video, a link, obviously. And $10 you'll get all those things plus in the description of my video and in the comments of my video. James Gunn, stop speculating about my movie. Yeah, pretty much. Just let the movie come out. But it's not going to happen. Truth, Justice, and American Way. It's good to know we get a lighthearted Superman movie. Let's remove the American Way though, man. Let's update it like the comics did it, because these are all about the Earth. not just the American way. Whether it's Superman Legacy or the sequel, I want Brainiac. Either way, I'm excited. Yeah, I definitely think that we should get Brainiac eventually. Hopefully, it's hinted. Like, I think he says he's taking cues from the Superman animated series in Justice League. Hopefully, in the backstory, Brainiac is there and they showcase him on Krypton and stuff like that. That would be cool. James Gunn, stop speculating about my movie. Also, James Gunn, now speculating about what this mermaid emoji could have been. That's also true. Yes, prodigious. We need Brainiac. That's a fact. I was hoping to be next for a Man of Steel 2, but maybe this can be James Gunn's chance. Yeah. Look, it's an interconnected franchise that he's going to be making multiple movies. We'll definitely get Brainiac eventually. Wait, a vampire what? A vampire film set in the Jim Crow era South where they fight KKK. That's what it sounds like. Brainiac, Metallo, Cyborg Superman, Toyman, Mr. Malefic, I said that wrong. Mr. Mizipilic, anyone but Lex and Zod again. Haley's a cool person. Yeah, and she's a great actress. I hope she'll do more Kate Bishop somewhere down the line. Well, I think that she's showing up sooner or later. That was a rumor, but I don't know when that's happening. Appreciate you, my friend. Proud to see where the show and channel is going. Appreciate you, my guy. Great friend. I love Lex Zod, but you're right, 80s kid plus Darkseid. Yeah. Delroy Lindo is a phenomenal actor. Yes. Damn, Delroy Lindo's still alive. Yes, he's still alive and great. He's in a TV show on Hulu. Also, Parasite and Lobo. Yep. Hey, Zach, did you get the article about Denis Villeneuve movie he's going to make about nuclear war after Dune 3? I saw that. It came out last week. That's why I didn't talk about it this week. Hey, CC Clemens, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for being here. Hey, Black Vampires, immediately sign me up. Facts. Dredge. Yeah, sounds cool. I like Dredge. Is that Seinfeld's daughter? No. No, Collector Movie Man. That's not Seinfeld's daughter. Hey, Zach, do you cook? If you don't, do you get your girl or mom to cook for you? I do have someone that cooks for me because I'm a bad cooker. I will not say who. Ready for that epic me and you, Kenny Sparks Dune 3 stream? I'm so looking forward to it, even though it's like 2 years away. As fun as it sounds to see Black vampires, I kind of wish it wasn't centered around KKK. Can we just enjoy being vampires or magicians or anything about it centering on how it relates to white people? I 1,000, 200,000 agree, like I was saying during it. But unfortunately, we will not get Black content that is going to get put in theaters unless there's a racial angle. I don't know why. But like I said, this is very different. I'm excited. But all this stuff is rumors. They haven't confirmed anything. So this is all speculation. So we'll see. Let's see. Maybe it's not about that. Wait, God of War TV show. More Uncharted. No. Yeah, man. And we're also getting a Horizon Zero Dawn TV show, which I'm excited for because that's my favorite video game of all time. I'm not 25-year-old, sir. Let's see. The dumbest DC villain is the Caterpillar. Yep. Who wants a Critters remake? Nah, I'm good on that. Okay. What's this? Just the last topic that we just did. And now we're gonna move on to the next topic. Or next topic, and that is buy, rent, or sell. So buy, rent, and sell is where I do some trailer reactions, some new trailers that came out this week or today, or some that are suggested, just like he did. And we're going to say buy, meaning that, yeah, I'm going to the theaters, going to go check this out. Rent, I need to see some reviews. Man, I'm going to check it out when it goes on streaming. Sell, I'm not watching this at all. So as we watch these trailers in the live chat, or if you're watching afterwards, let me know if you buy, rent, or sell these trailers or these movies based on the trailer. So, the first trailer is going to be a Apple TV film starring Scarlett Johansson about going to the moon. Let's see what this movie is about.
Hey, Joe. Eating cold? Miss, you're on fire.
It's very original. No, I do not want to stop, drop, and roll with you.
No, your book is on fire.
Channing Tatum. Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God.
Alcohol and flames. They like each other. Cold days.
When is this? First of all, it's Scarlett Johansson.
Public support for the moon mission is rock bottom.
Hey, okay, I like this cast so far.
breaking. And we're dead. Again.
Yeah, or blowing up.
Oh my god!
The space program is a bloated mess.
NASA.
Oh, I love the comedic take on this.
And you are the very best.
Excuse me? What are you doing here?
I tracked you down because I felt we had a connection.
What?
I'm joking. I work here now to sell the moon.
Okay.
NASA's not something that you sell with a jingle and a slogan.
When I'm done, those men are going to be bigger than the Beatles.
Who is that?
For me, this is very personal. He's got my name.
You told me that your guys don't do interviews, so I had to hire you guys.
I'm here for the casting. Who's he?
You're a juicy part.
60 missions in Korea.
I flew 52 missions in Korea.
I flew 52 missions in Korea. How's that?
What?
Why is he
The
dressed
whole
like a Star
world will
Trek
be
character?
watching. We can't afford to lose to the Russians. We need to shoot backup version of the moon landing.
Ooh.
You mean to fake it?
Oh.
No one can
That's
ever
where they're
know
going?
what we're doing.
I cannot accept that.
They will shoot you.
What is my budget?
Oh, boy.
I know a lot more about the moon than I know about you.
Give me go, no go for launch. If you fake this mission, every single thing that we have sacrificed will have been for nothing.
You know you couldn't have made it to this day without me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And
Fly me to the
My
moon.
Armstrong is a whiny little bitch. We have to recast.
I think we should have gotten Kubrick.
We should have gotten Kubrick. It's an amazing ending line. That looks like a lot of fun. Definitely a buy. What I'll say though, I don't know if I would check that out in theaters necessarily. It looks like a lot of fun. Maybe I need to see another trailer, but that's definitely a buy for me. It looks really, really funny. I'll definitely check it out if it's the biggest thing coming out in the theaters that weekend. I think Apple has done a really great job with their films. I really like Argyle. It's stupid as hell, but I had a lot of fun with it. Kills the Flower Moon is one of the most important films that come out in the last 10 years. Napoleon, but this looks like it's going to be really fun. It has a really great cast, and I love the comedic take that they're taking on this particular subject. I'm digging this. I'm down. This is a buy. Let me see what you guys got to say in the live chat. Wait, that Elmo's on you? Yeah, that is. This is the tweet where he asked everybody if they're okay and they went crazy. I love that style of cinematography. Yeah, I do like that style of cinematography too. It looks great. You hate Scarlett Johansson? How could you? Bro, that was like 20 years ago. Get over it. I definitely want to see this in theaters. It looks good and funny. It does look really funny. Kenny's like, laugh out loud. Bye. I don't even know what this is. I came in late. It's okay. Bye from 80s Kids. Blast off. Collector Movie said bye, definitely. I meant to say that to Collector. It's kind of low-key to keep up. No worries. No worries. I need to see another trailer, to be honest. That's fair. I buy or sell that. Okay. So you're not sure. You're in between. I'll watch this, but I'm so tired of fake moon landing stuff. It wasn't even fake. It wasn't faked even if Stanley Kubrick did an interview on how they got him to direct it. Well, we don't know. So I'll watch. I didn't even realize Argyle was an Apple movie. Yep, it was an Apple movie. That's awesome. True story. He has interviewed 20 minutes on how they got him to fake it. It's on YouTube. Oh, wow. What was 20 years ago? He's Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds breaking up. I love when Elmo cursed Zoe out because of Rocco. That was amazing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is going to be a Netflix feature called Under Paris. This is the official trailer for it. Is this? Yeah. Let's see what I heard. It's about sharks under the water in Paris and terrorizing people. So kind of like Meg, but maybe more serious.
On a un signal.
Oh, it's international. Subtitles. Okay.
C'est pas possible. On l'a enfin trouvé. En plein Paris. Qu'est-ce qu'elle fait ici? Un requin dans la Seine.
Qu'est-ce qu'il viendrait faire à Paris?
Pour alors quel beluga, vous vous êtes pas posé la question, non? Le départ du triathlon.
Oh God, is that
est dans moins
swimming
de 24
competition?
heures. Si nous ne faisons rien,
Oh
votre
God.
opération de com pourrait se transformer en un véritable bain de sang.
Oh no.
Ça va être le massacre.
Oh nah. I don't know who David Dent is. Who the VFX? Oh, he did Gangs of London and Mayhem, which we're gonna be talking about. I heard Gangs of London is a really great show. And Mayhem, I thought her was a great actress though. Oh my God.
Et sera toujours
Ooh.
une fête, une immense fête.
C'est fini.
That is one of the scariest things to do. I don't know why people do that to themselves. But yeah, that was my reaction to Under Paris. Definitely seems like a streaming film. Doesn't seem like something that should be in theaters at all. But you know what? I'll rent it. I'll check it out on streaming. I'll check it out when it comes out on Netflix. Definitely not gonna watch it right away. It's nothing I'm gonna rush to, but it looks okay. It looks okay. Looks like a kind of a fun A24 going Hollywood. A fun what's the word I'm looking for?
Popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that
Sorry,
baby.
got confused. Oh, okay. Wow. This trailer decided to just go into my video. I was like, why am I hearing my voice twice? It seems like something that could be cool, but it doesn't look amazing. Let's see what you guys got to say. Oh, sell. It's so 50-50 response. Okay, then I take it back. I buy. Sell, pass. It's on Netflix. I'll give it a try. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I don't got to pay any extra money for it. Well, that's terrifying, but I probably rent. Yeah, it is terrifying. That last scene was pretty terrifying, but yeah. Oh, dang. Don't listen to me. I'm getting the lingo mixed up. This time finalized. Buy or rent on the Moon movie with Tatum and ScarJo. Zach, react to your own trailer reaction. Oh, God. Oh, thank you for the correction. It is ZACH, the superior way to do it. And now we have one more trailer because Brandon Davis is like, watch this movie. And that is going to be the trailer reaction for Kill. Looks like a new Indian action film. They're saying it's the most violent action film in India history. Ooh, this is on 4K. So yeah, remember, buy if you want to check it out. Buy if you're going to go check it out right away. Rent if you're going to wait for reviews or actually rent it or stream it. And sell means you're passing. I'm not watching it. So this is my trailer reaction for Kill. Oh God, the trailer before the trailer. Here we go. Brandon Davis, don't let me down.
Welcome. Please prepare for departure. We hope you have a safe, pleasant.
Oh. I love movies where it's like you're stuck on a train or a closed space like this, and someone has to help everyone.
Thank you.
Underrated genre. Oh, okay, right away. Oh, he's like the GOAT. Did he throw him out the train? Oh God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Why would you even in there, old man?
We hope you enjoyed the ride.
Yeah. Okay, that sold it on me. That was crazy. Only in theater 2024. Bye, 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 bye. I'm gonna party. Oh, the trailer playing again? Relax. I know it was awesome, but don't play again. I'm buying that. I'm definitely buying that. That looks super awesome. It is, like Kenny Sparks said, that man is unnecessarily violent. But I'm down. Oh man. Kills a buy and keep. Facts. He's buy already. Reminds me of Jawan. Nice. Buy. Damn, that's gotta hurt big time. Facts. July 4th that comes out. Nice. Definitely gonna check it out. Buying 100%. You know how hard it is to get collectible movie man to like something? That's awesome. That's how you know it's doing the work. Yeah, so that is the end of buy, rent, or sale. This was really, really fun. 3 great trailers. Let me know in the comments down below which one's your favorite. I'm actually gonna just drop a poll in here. Let's end this poll. You said, what rapid fire news do you like the most? Haley Steinfeld got 100% of the votes. You guys are brewing. Sorry, I forgot which, and I also forget what trailers that we react to. Favorite trailer. It was it Kill? I know that's gonna be the favorite. Fly Me to the Moon, and I think Under Paris. I think those are the ones that I did. Did we do anything else? I don't think there was anything else. Was there anything else, guys? Was there anything else other than those 3? I just watched them and I forgot already. Insane. Yeah, I think that was just the 3 trailers. But drop that poll. Because of how I'm running on time, I can't do Dogman, Brandon. It's already 8:27. And I only like to do this 2 hours, and we still got some more stuff to talk about. So we got to move on to the next section. But everybody, go check out Dogman. The way Brandon Davis is talking about it is awesome. So go check out that trailer. Damn, you guys voted real fast. So let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about our favorite movies and how they're doing in the box office. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire dropped 61% after opening it at 40. Was it 40? No, $80 million, making $31 million, holding off the competition, and being number 1 still at the box office. Gained some theaters. It wasn't that much, but I think that it gained some more of the Dolby and IMAX theaters away from Dune Part 2. Domestically, it's making $134 million on I think $150 million budget. I think it already went past the budget in 10 days, which is insane. And it's opened up in international markets. This is a hit. This is a big hit. The movie's not going to really slow down. We have Civil War, but I don't think Civil War is going to beat it. Unless it has like a really huge drop next week. I don't think Civil War is going to beat it, but it could possibly, because they're saying Civil War can make from 12 to 18 mil. We'll see. 61% is around the drop that the other Godzilla films have made. And let's talk about some of the narratives. I found a website for this too. Godzilla X Kong: New Empire, America's favorite couple. Where are we at? Let me zoom in so you guys can see. America's favorite couple used the power of their love to stay at the number one this weekend, as Warner Brothers and Legendary's Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire took an estimated $31 million. Dropped 60%. With domestic cum now at $135 million. The film broke several MonsterVerse milestones by officially surpassing domestic performances of previous entries, Godzilla X Kong and Godzilla King of Monsters. So it's already beaten Godzilla Kong and Godzilla King of Monsters in 2 weeks. Amazing. We're definitely getting more Godzilla stuff. To compare them, Godzilla 2014 dropped 67%. Kong Skull Island dropped 54%. Godzilla King of Monsters dropped 68%. Godzilla X Kong only dropped 57%, which is surprising because it was in the pandemic. And Godzilla X Kong: New Empire dropped 60%. So I'm glad it's not the highest drop, because Godzilla King of Monsters deserves that because it's a trash movie. And I'm not surprised about Godzilla 2014 because a lot of people are not happy about them not showing it. But it's on par with the last Adam Wingard held film, which was Godzilla X Kong. And internationally, Godzilla X Kong stumped out an estimated $59 million in 69 markets for a $226 million international take and $361 million globally through Sunday. An estimated 9.7 of that was made through IMAX. Let's talk about Monkey Man, which is number 2 this weekend. Dev Patel's surreal action flick Monkey Man took the number 2 spot with $10 million on 3,000 screens. A win for Universal and producer Jordan Peele. Audience gave it a B+ cinema score, which you wish it was higher for an action movie. You want the cinema score to be like an A for action film, but it's a B+. Not terrible, but good. And with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 87 and an audience score of 83, the audience didn't like it as much. Some people say the intellectual aspects of that movie kind of hurt it, but it says international was not so robust, unfortunately, taking in 2.6 million in 27 territories, with 1 million of that coming from the UK and Ireland, where it opened at number 5. It was written, co-produced, and directed, and starring Dev Patel, who was a Slumdog Millionaire, which I still need to see, and The Green Knight. Love that movie. Netflix reported 30 million only for the streamer to get cold feet over some of the political content, because that's been divisive, the political content in the movie, according to reports. Peele's reported to have stepped up and got Universal to pony up to release the film on $10 million price tag. Since the initial John Wick 2013 has become harder and harder to launch an original action franchise at the box office, especially with similar entries like Extraction and Gray Man going straight to streaming, 2 movies that should have been in theaters. Atomic Blonde, 51 million, Hitman Bodyguard 75, Peppermint 35, Mile 22 36, Wrath of Man, Nobody was really good, 355, and The Beekeeper, which was recent, $66 million. So it's hard to compare these movies because if you look at all these movies, all these films that has a higher gross cost more and had a bigger star. Obviously, like Atomic Blonde had a big star and everything like that. Dev Patel is a great actor, but I don't think he's a star yet. I think he's on the rise. But yeah, a lot of these other movies had stars in them. Even like Bob Odenkirk was coming off Better Call Saul and everything like that. The First Omen, which was not number 3, unfortunately, opened up number 4 because it didn't hit projection. So Monkey Man was projected to make 12. First Omen was also projected to hit 12, but First Omen only hit 8. So it ended up being the number 4 pick of the box office draft. I think I'm gonna change it to Attack of the Box Office to Box Office Draft. I kind of like that name. Let me know on the live stream if you like Box Office Draft instead of Attack of the Box Office. One of horror's coldest franchises was brought back for the other side this weekend as 20th Studios' First Omen earned 8.4 million. This is far below early estimates, which said 10 to 15 million, which was needed because the movie cost 30 million. You know, it had a positive on Rotten Tomatoes with 78. The audience score is like 64, and the cinema score is C, but that's fine for a horror film. Horror films usually get like a C+. It's hard for them to crack into that B range. The prequel took in 9 million internationally for a worldwide total of 17 million, which is good because it's a $30 million budget. As it opens up, I think that it will help. It opened up really well in Mexico, and Spanish audiences really, really help horror films every year. They love horror. All types of demographic of Hispanic people. It was pretty split between demographics, 49% female, 50% male. And the biggest demographic to go see it was between 25 and 34, which actually makes sense. Richard Donner's original film. Oh, Richard Donner made the original Omen. Did not know that. Starring Gregory Peck, was a runaway success in 1986, taking in 60 million domestic. Woo! And then it kind of started tanking as the sequels came out. Yeah, let's go back to this one to talk about this. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, obviously taking a 9 million, dropping to 42%. Unfortunately, this film is kind of not a disaster, but very, very soft. And I think that the take on the film was very, very soft. I don't think that they took enough risk. I don't think they executed on some of the ideas that they had going forward in the film. And I think the audience saw that. And you can see that they took away 510 theaters. I think this is going to be hitting digital really, really soon to recoup some money. So yeah, the movie budget was 150 million, and I think that domestically it did 88 million, and it's really not doing crazy numbers domestically, unfortunately. I mean internationally. It's not doing like crazy numbers internationally. So it's gonna make back its budget because it's Ghostbusters, but it's not a runaway hit, unfortunately. And then Kung Fu Panda 4 is holding strong, only a 25% drop, made 165 million. Is closing on Puss in Boots 2: The Last Wish, which is a film, if you haven't seen, is fantastic. Go check that out. So that's really good for the Kung Fu Panda franchise. They've already announced that they're going to do number 5. Doom Part 2 only dropped 34% in its 6th weekend, hauling in 660 worldwide, matching with Wonka. Maybe that's where what's it called? Timothy Chalamet's audience is, the $660 million range, which is not bad. If you could consistently put out $660 million films, close to $700 million films, that's a career right there. And Doom Part 2, not this week, but next week, should be hitting digital for rent next week. And then we have a couple things that have been out, like Arthur the King doing 22 million. That movie didn't cost that much to make. Immaculate has 14 million. I think the budget for that was really low too. International feature, Wicked Little Letters, went kind of small, whitish, made $1 million. Late Night of the Devil continues to like go down more and not do as good as people thought. And Love Like Bleeding is starting to, it's going to go to digital soon. So is Imaginary. It only made 539,000 this week, which is not a lot. So yeah, and there's not a lot of new entries. We have Epic Tales, which is very limited release. I think it was only 700 theaters. Housekeeping for Beginners, I've heard about that. I think it's gonna hit digital soon. It's limited release, only 4 theaters. The Beast, which I actually want to see, hit 4 theaters as well. It's not wide yet. Yeah, and that's about it. The highlights here is Godzilla X Kong holding on. We already talked in the beginning about how the franchise is going to be moving forward and their possibilities, and it definitely is going to do that. Monkey Man, I think, is going to be a big flagship flag for Dev Patel as a director and a writer and a star. It's not a runaway hit like it should be, but it already made back its budget because the budget for Monkey Man was only 10 million. So it's only extra money moving forward, and the advertising cost wasn't a lot of money at all. They didn't spend a lot of money on advertising. I barely saw the trailer in the theaters. I barely saw any advertising for the film. We saw some like social media stuff, but it wasn't a lot. And then The First Omen, while it has great reviews all around, I think that it wasn't a runaway hit. I went to go see the movie. I didn't get to review it, but I thought it was a great film. All right. Let me know, guys, in the comments down below, what do you think about your favorite movies in the theaters and how they're doing, and what you predict for them to do for next week, and how the big movies like A24 Civil War will affect all their box office when people run to go see that, because it has really, really stellar reviews. Okay. Before I move on to the next topic, let's look at the poll. And poll. Favorite trailer of all of them: Kill, 71% easily. Fly to the Moon, 28%. Under Paris, 0 as expected. But yeah, Kill was exciting. I'm glad some people like Fly to the Moon because it looks like more of a traditional film with a solid story. But yeah, solid stuff. We are in, was this April 9th? All right. Let me see what the live chat has to say before we go on to the next topic. Okay, Dogman. I know that was I thought we were talking about children book series Dogman. My bad. Doom Part 2 got its release date for 4K, and 4K Steelbook is completely sold out on Amazon, also Gruff. Thankfully, I pre-ordered that a long time ago. Honestly, I haven't seen anything. I'm waiting for Civil War. Going to see it for sure this weekend, and Monkey Man if I can't secure some salad talk. What? I'm not saying that out loud. You're wild. America's favorite couple. Everyone check out the trailer for Dog Bandit, Brandon said. May 14th is when it's coming out. Nice. Godzilla 2014 was a snooze fest for me. I really enjoyed 2019 release. Very opposite for me. I love the 2014. I thought 2019 was booty. Delon Movies. Hey, cheap plug for Delon Movies right now. First of all, beloved channel member, friend of the channel. We are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow night on his channel where we do movie swap. If you're subscribed to the channel, and if you're not already, I don't know why, you'll see the thumbnail and everything up already, where he chooses a movie that I suggest to him, and I choose a movie he suggests for me, and we'll be reviewing it and talking about and discussing how we feel about the films. I don't want to spoil what film I have, but it's going to be really, really exciting. I've been wanting to get on his channel for a long time, and I'm going to have Dell on my channel very, very soon. The next person I have is Luke Ponto. We have to schedule that, though. Like Kenny Sparks says, Monkey Man was great. Yes, it was. Zach, you haven't seen Slumdog? I went to the theater to see that. How have you not seen that? Just not something that I was interested in watching at the time. I need to see Slumdog Millionaire as well. Yeah, see? Extraction movie should have definitely been in theaters. Agreed. John Wick has changed the game with the action drama. Yeah, it definitely has. The first Omen saw me in theaters. Yeah, you fell asleep. Slumdog Millionaire is a lot of fun. Okay. Congratulations to graduating. Who graduated? Oh, Brandon is graduating. Congratulations, man. Hold on. You get a round of applause, my friend. I'm always happy for people's accomplishments. Ghostbusters 4 was just, it was Hollywood project that was released. Yeah. I didn't hate it, but it was just very okay. Like very, very okay. Kenny, I was doing this for a long time, so blowing a 1.0, trust me, I'm still sober. Oh, God. I saw Green Knight with Dev. I love Green Knight. Like Kenny Sparks, I thought it was phenomenal. I like the original Green Knight, not the remake with Dev. I didn't even know that there was an original Green Knight. What? Google the Green Knight original? Green Knight movie. You sure there's an original? Because when I type in Green Knight movie, it only shows the A24 film. I don't see any other Green Knight film. So I'm not sure what movie you're talking about. The plot for 2019 Godzilla is not perfect, but it's fun film. Not fun for me. I just did not like that movie. Zach, I hope we could do a movie swap sometime soon. I definitely have an idea what movie I'll help you watch. Well, I don't do movie swap on my channel. That's something that you would have to talk to Dell on Movies about. I'm not stealing that idea. I do have something where I have I'm doing with Kal-El Daily. It's going to be a sequel to a live stream where we do guilty pleasures swap. So that's going to be fun. But I'm not going to be doing movie swaps. As much as I can stick around, I've got to bounce. Catch you around, Zach. Thank you for being a live stream, man. Hopefully to see you around more often. You're awesome. Really like what you said about AI. You have a good night and be safe, man. Okay, let's move into the last topic before we get into the Q&A section where you guys can ask me anything. So we talked about the biggest news that's come out this week so far. We talked about what happened in the theaters over this weekend. Now let's talk about what's going to be happening in movies on physical media, streaming, and in theaters. So I'm really, really excited to do this. So I'm going to go through this real quick, and then I'm going to get to the live chat comments. First thing we're going to talk about is the stuff that's happened in physical media. I added this because I'm a big proponent on physical media, and I love to shout out the things that are coming out in physical media. I want to talk to you guys. Not that much this week. The OG King Kong movie on 4K, the 1976 version. We were just talking about Kong. It will be coming out on Steelbook 4K for you guys to check out. Zoom in a little bit. Picnic Hanging Rock. Oh, from the 1975 film. I heard about this film. I heard it was really good. Will be coming out on 4K. And The Roundup, No Way Out on 4K as well. I heard this is a really good action flick. Came out last year. So those are some of the physical media things that are going to be coming out this week. Actually, came out today that you can check out in I'm about to say in theaters. You can check out in stores right now or order online. Now let's talk about what's coming out in theaters. So obviously we know the big film is Civil War. Everybody's looking forward to that, seeing that. Directed by Alex Garland, starring Kirsten Dunst, Wagner Moura, who I saw in the Donald Glover show recently on Prime Video. Great performance in that film. Excited to see him in here. And Kaylee Spaney, who was fantastic in Devs, which she played a boy. in that show for Alex Garland, and then she's also was in Priscilla, where she gave a fantastic performance as well. If you saw my Zack Attack Awards earlier this month or earlier this year, she got nominated for Best Actress for me. Other things I want to shout out: Shrek 2 is getting re-released, so you can check that out in theaters. The remake to Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead is coming out. People have been pretty down on this one, said it looks pretty bad, but it's gonna be in theaters if you're interested. Sasquatch Sunset, it's gonna be out. It's finally coming out, limited release, so it's not gonna be in tons of theaters. But I'm excited to check it out. I'm gonna see if I get to see it on the weekend. I don't know, but that's gonna be coming out in limited theaters. Close that. Sting, which is a horror movie I've been hearing about, will be released limited. It's a film, spins a web of thrilling terror when a 12-year-old Charlotte's Web spider rapidly transforms into a giant flesh-eating monster, forcing the young girl to fight for her family's survival. I heard if you have arachnophobia, do not go check that out. Damage with Samuel Jackson, and I think he's the biggest person in here. Chicago detective goes to Scotland after emergent serial killer crimes match those he investigated 5 years earlier, one which was the crime scene of his murdered girlfriend. I think I heard about this a little bit before. I heard it was pretty good. So that's going to be coming out in limited. Arcadian, which I heard good things about. This is starring Nicolas Cage. It says, after a catastrophic event depopulates the world, a father and his two sons must survive the dystopian environment while being threatened by mysterious creatures that emerge at night. So I heard it's similar to A Quiet Place, but a look like without the gimmick, without the whole like you gotta stay quiet. It's like similar to that, but not without the gimmick. If that interested you to see Nicolas Cage in a horror film with monsters chasing his family, sounds interesting to me. I don't know if I'm gonna check it out in theaters, but I definitely will check it out in streaming. The Greatest Hits, which I heard had some hype, is going to be on Hulu. The film is a love story that explores how music and memories can connect people, have the incredible power to transport them. David Cornsweet is going to be in it, the man who's going to be playing Superman. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check him out acting, here he will be. Justin H. Min, who's pretty good. Lucy Bolton. It has a good cast of people who are not super famous. There's a live action Woody Woodpecker movie coming out on Netflix. Didn't even know this was a thing. If you're interested in that, go check that out. And I think there was one last thing that I saw that I want to put you guys on. I think that might have been, yeah, that was it. That was it when it comes to the movies that are coming out in theaters. Let me know what movies you're going to go check out in theaters. Obviously, Civil War is going to be the big one, but are you going to check out any other smaller releases as well? Why is Twitter open? And then let's talk about, we talked about what's in theaters, what's coming out physical media. Let's talk about what's going to be coming out able for you guys to rent. So a Neo from 2021 will be available for you guys to let's see, PVOD. You'll be able to rent on April 9th, which is today. El Capitano is a documentary that I heard a lot about from the Oscar season. That's available to rent as well. Kung Fu Panda 4 will be available to rent already today. And One Life, which is a movie that I heard good things about, is going to be able to rent. And Sleeping Dogs with Russell Crowe also had good reviews. April 12th, which is this Friday, Argyle will be streaming April 12th on Apple TV. So you can see that at no extra cost on Apple TV Plus. Drive Away Dolls, which is a movie I like, but a lot of people don't, will be able to stream on Peacock. Mayhem, which is I think the people who made that movie Kill made this one. Came out in 2023. It released theatrically January 5th, 2024. So I count it as a 2024 film. I've been looking for this, but it's been hard. But it's gonna be on AMC Plus April 12th. So you have AMC Plus, you can check it out. No extra costs. And a movie that came out in 2023 that went under the radar, Strange Way of Life, starring Pedro Pascal and Ethan Hawke, that will be available for you to rent on no, it's gonna be able on Netflix on April 12th. So you'll be able to stream it at no extra cost. So yeah, that will be the end of what's coming next. Let me know in the comments down below what movies you're going to be checking out, buying on physical media, checking out in theaters, or renting or streaming in on your streamers and renters. Let's get to the final thing, and that's the Q&A. I'll probably be on for the Q&A for 10 minutes. I want to start prepping for the Joker trailer at 9:30. So start poll. How was the stream? Great. Terrible. Change things. Oh, this is 2. Star poll. Okay, so we're in the Q&A section. Let me scroll up because I know I missed a lot of comments. Have a good night. Oh, yeah, you're saying have a good night. Zach, how close are you to 4K? Let me see. As of April 4th, I have 3,317 watch hours. And I have 928 subs. So I just gained some subs. Nice. Thank you for whoever just subbed. Appreciate you. Loving these transitions. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try to spruce it up, give you guys a really good show. Hey, Obi Thor the Lions, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Hi, Zach. Hope you're having an amazing week so far. What's been your favorite movie or show to review this year? Ooh, that's a really, really good question. Let me go to my letterbox. Favorite. I hope you're having an amazing week as well. And me and Obi Thor Lions should be working soon. I believe he's going to be joining my Edge of Tomorrow watch along on Monday. Hopefully, see you guys there on the watch along. Films list. What movies did I see in 2024? My favorite movie to review was probably Dune. I was so excited for that. Dune. I was really excited to review Dune. I was really excited to review Monkey Man. So I think it will be those two, and those are my 2 favorite films of the year. I think those are probably the ones that I had the most excitement and had the most fun to do. I had fun putting the American Society of Magical Negroes review together. I think that was a really good review, and it's my most successful review I have. I think it's like 3.1K views. It got me like 30 subscribers, 40 subscribers. So I had fun doing that, even though I didn't like the movie. I'm definitely probably going to be picking up the original King Kong Steelbook probably tomorrow or the next day. I just hope it doesn't sell out because it's limited edition. Yeah, I can definitely see it selling out. Who would you cast in a 2025 Power Rangers reboot? Ooh, 2025 Power Rangers reboot. So I need people who are old enough to be able to play in this movie but not be actual teens. It's easy to just say the Stranger Things kids, but no, some of them are too old now. I think so. And a 2025 reboot for Power Rangers. The Percy Jackson kid, I would cast in Power Rangers. I'm not going to say what role. Jenna Ortega, I think she still looks really young, even though she's trying to do the buckle mat thing to make her face look older. I don't know why. So Jenna Ortega. So the guy who plays Percy Jackson, Jenna Ortega. What's her name? Masai. Oh my God, Blackish. It's the little daughter from Blackish. Marsai Martin. I would cast her in there. I think she's really talented. So that's 3, 2 girls. I already got 2 Power Rangers, 2 girl Power Rangers, 1 boy. Need 2 more. Who would I cast as Power Rangers? Let's see. Because I need people who are young enough, but Jacob Tremblay. I think he's really talented and funny. I think I'll cast him, and he should be old enough by the time they need to do a Power Rangers. And Ezra Miller, definitely not. Who was the final person? And Asante Black. I think that he still looks really young, and I think he does I think he's a great job as an actor. He was one of my favorite movies last year. Green Knight's a remake for sure. I'm telling you, I remember it for sure. Sean Connery's called Sword of the Valiant. I remember, let me see, Sword of the Valiant. I don't think it's a remake. It's based off a book. So it's not a remake. It's just a similar story because they're both King Arthur. So I get why you think that, but it's not a remake. It's just based on the same source material. Sir Gawain, yes, Sir Gawain is the only person in the King's Arthur court foolhardy enough to take on the gauntlet thrown down by the Green Knight. Gawain believes he has defeated Green Knight until he severed his head. Yes, sounds like a very similar story. His body gives Gawain an ultimatum, answer a riddle, in a year or die. Yeah, so it's very similar movies, but I don't think it was purposely a remake. No, we aren't watching Don't Tell Mom. No. I really want to see Sasquatch Sunset. Me too. He said, I will not be seeing Sting. Yeah, me neither. I'm not watching that. I'll be seeing Damage. Okay, nice. Very much looking forward to the Fallout show. Me too. I like the actors in there. I'm looking forward to it. I recently watched Shrek. It's been forever since I saw that movie. It feels so good to watch a childhood favorite memory or movie. Felt like a kid again. That's the best. When you can just throw a movie on and go right back into it. That's what I do when I watch the TMNT 90s film. I just feel like a kid again. I'm seeing the Civil War and the Nicolas Cage horror film. Nice. What about Nick Cage and Legs something? Long Legs. That is coming out in the summer, I think. I'm excited for that because it has Micah Monroe in it, and she is a great actress, a great horror actress at least. So that comes out July 12th. So it's coming out in the summer. Hell no, I'm not going to see Sting. I'm not seeing a movie about spiders. I'm not either. I'm skipping Woody. What are your thoughts about the ending of season 2 of Invincible? I love the ending for season 2 of Invincible. I thought it was really strong. It's very different from the season 1 ending, and I know some people are disappointed it wasn't this crazy thing that was similar, but I didn't need it to be that. I think it was really emotionally resonant and really sets up for season 3. I really, really like the ending of the last episode of Invincible. That him thinking like, oh, I thought, just that whole like process of him doing what he does and then him battling with it. I thought it was really, really interesting. Something we need to see in Heroes a lot. Aren't they putting Argyle on physical? I don't know because they haven't done Kills the Flower Moon. They haven't done Napoleon. So I don't know if Apple TV is putting these movies on physical. I think they want you to subscribe to Apple TV to watch them. Zach, are you going to pick up anything physical media this week? I bought Drive-Away Dolls and The Man from Nowhere. So that's my physical media pickup for this week, for right now. I try to buy, and I got them for cheap. I also have 2 movies coming from a secondhand soon, so hopefully I get those soon. And obviously Dune. So I'm not buying anything right now. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Oh, man, thank you, man. Thank you for jumping into the live stream as always. I will see you tomorrow. It's fun. All right, folks, time to make Zach Attack Reviews playlist for you yourselves so we can get his watch hours to 4,000. I appreciate that, Kenny. I hate Percy Jackson. You hate the actor or you hate the show? 2 different things. How does the first 3 months of 2023 movies compare to the first 3 months of 2024 movies for you? Better, worse, or the same? Woo! That's hard. So the first 3 months of, let me see. Just a good question. Luckily, I have. Oh no, that's not the one I want. So 2023 January, right? Let me share it with you guys so we can work through this together. So in 2023 January, we got, let's see, Megan, A Man Called Otto. 2 of my favorite films last year. Pale Blue Eye, which was underrated on streaming though. We also got Plane, which was really actually ended up really good, but then we got these 2 bad movies. Say Omer, which was underrated, great film. Sick, I liked it a lot. Some people did it. Skinamarink, movie I like, but very divisive. There's something wrong with the children. So like women missing, women talking. Well, that was just going wide. Missing came out. Alice Darling was good. I think that 2023 started a lot when you finished Saving the World. Blaze started just really a lot stronger. It had Megan come out, which was really, really great. That's just for January. And we just had like a lot of really solid films that were not like amazing, but good. Affinity Pool came out. Close, which was really great. I still haven't gotten to check that out. You People was awful. Farewell also wasn't good. Shotgun Wedding I liked. So there was some good movies January 2023. And then when I think about like February, what kind of February? Okay, Knock at the Cabin, which I thought was good, not amazing. It's a lot of movies came out, man. Magic Mike, I didn't go watch, but I heard it was good. So you know what I'm looking at this though? Like, there's a lot of movies I liked. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Ant-Man, Quantumania. Oof, yeah. Don't hate that movie, but it's not great. Yeah, Cocaine Bear came out. Love that movie. Yeah, so like, what I'll say, the difference here, I think there was more consistency of like just really solid releases. Operation Fortune, Creed 3 came out, but then we had one of the worst movies of the year, Children of Corn. Transfusion came out, which was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. Palm Trees and Power Lines was good. Scream came out. Great. '65 was okay. I love Shazam. Her Inside was good, but you know, it was divisive. Children of Corn again. John Wick Chapter 4 came out in March. That's a big one. So like that's a really big one. But when I compare it to, like, I liked a lot of movies that came out this year so far compared to, like, you know, Kenny, you know, we disagree on certain things. There's no, like, Love Like Bleeding is such a great film. I don't think there's any film comparable. Well, I guess Scream, but it's not written as well. But there's nothing comparable to Dune Part 2. So just Dune just holds it up for me with a bunch of other smaller films that I ended up liking. So honestly, it was a slow month in terms of people watching the movies, watching the reviews. But I think because of Dune, how strong it was, Love Like Bleeding was great. Origin came out, which was a phenomenal film. I like Drive Away Dolls. I might have to give it to this. After looking at these first 3 months, there's some movies that I like a lot. And I think, Dungeons and Dragons came out too. Never mind. Yeah. The beginning of 2023 was strong. It doesn't have an all-timer movie like Dune, but it just has a lot of really good to great movies consistently. That's a remake, same story. Okay, if you say so. Joker 2 trailer should be fun. Can't wait to watch it. And do that suggestion you gave me. Also, my Joker review is up. Yeah, I got to check that out. If you had to cast either Dominic Sessa or Tom Blyth for the lead of the next 5 movies you see in theaters, which one would you choose? I would choose Tom Blyth. I think he's more a talented actor than Dominic Sessa. I think Dominic Sessa showed a lot of talent and potential in Holdovers, but I don't think he showed a lot of range in his emotions compared to like Tom Blyth, who did a lot of subtle stuff. So I'll cast Tom Blyth. I'm also seeing a surprise movie on Saturday. Even look out for it on Sunday. Nice. What anime have you watched recently? Nothing. I haven't watched any anime in a long time. I have a slot for 3 animes, right? Like, that's all I have right now. I used to watch tons of anime, but only right now I have only 3 slots of my anime life. One is for My Hero Academia. One is for Demon Slayer. The third one was for Attack on Titan. Now that's done, I'm deciding on what I'm going to slide in there. I'm thinking I'm going to put Jujutsu Kaisen in there because I heard good things about it. But yeah, I haven't watched anything. I hate spiders, so imagine when I watch Spaceman. Oh yeah, I as soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, I'm not watching this. The Ultimate Anthony Studios, welcome to the live stream, man. How you doing? Do you think Eggman turns good in the third Sonic movie? That's a good question. Right now, I'm going to say no, only because Jim Carrey's talked about how he wants to portray the fat Eggman, and that's like his proactiveness to it. And I don't think if he does that, he's going to go good. I think that they haven't shown anything or hinted to anything inside of the movies that would turn him good. I think he's gonna go fat, and I think he's gonna go crazy, and I think he might get killed off, honestly, because I know Jim Carrey doesn't want to do it anymore. He wants to retire, but we'll see. Money talks. They might get him to come back. I can't wait for next week physical media. We get all Ocean's movies coming out 4K and The Departed. Nice. Both Percy and the actor, I like him in the Ryan movies, but he was just a dipshit in the show and the show was bad. Oh wow, okay. Do you feel like YouTube is easier now when you were starting? Oh, YouTube's way easier now than when I started. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I'm still unsure about what I'm doing sometimes now, but I definitely didn't know what I was doing back then. How do you feel about 97? I'm enjoying it so far, but Womps, that story is rushed. I agree. I'm enjoying it, but the story is rushed, and it's, a lot of people are hyping it up. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. That last episode was not great. That last episode from last week was not great. My mistake. The Ocean trilogy is not coming out next week. It's the last week of April. Next week is The Departed and Beekeeper. I already have them both on pre-order. Nice. Sorry, you can't just Sorry, you can just do 1 month. I didn't realize. I'll try to. Sorry about. No worries about it, man. I like Ant-Man 3. I didn't hate Ant-Man 3, but it was cool. Hey, Zach, do you think you will check out the movie called A Cat's Life? I've only seen one person talk about it besides me. I don't think very many people know about it. Yeah, you're the only person I heard talk about Cat's Life. I'm probably not going to, be honest with you, I'm probably not going to check it out. Only because there's so much to watch. I have so much to watch. So much to watch. I can't. And just like the personal stuff, I just want to watch on my own without, reviewing. And if you see the movie, you'll know what my kitty cat looks like. Oh, Dune was great, but the story was just bad. Do not agree. I think that's a horrible take, Brandon. Only got 33 people who looked at my Dune review. Happens, man. I agree. 2023 had a better start. And 9 likes on the video, 6 comments. The Joker trailer just dropped. It just popped up on my notifications. What? What am I doing here? They said 9:30. Wait, why am I typing in Google? Joker 2 trailer. Official teaser trailer. Oh, wait. Yup. Kenny just messaged me. Okay. Let me see. You guys are fantastic. How do you feel about Naruto live action? Also, should I watch Naruto? I've seen bits. If you like anime, definitely watch Naruto. It has a lot of filler. But if you're an anime fan, definitely should watch it. It's the new age Dragon Ball Z. I'm scared about a live action because of the other live action stuff we have, but I trust the director. Last year was better, but had more consistent movie this year. It might have Dune 2. I prefer consistency over just one. Maybe overhyped movie. Still got to see Monkey Man, though. Will Sonic 3 have different CGI? I'm not sure. They haven't talked about that. It looks like they're sticking with the same CGI they had before because not the Knuckles show has the same one. You should give Undead Unlock a go. I have it on my list because you talked about it. Very curious on your thoughts about Lando actors saying actors should be able to do blackface. Damn, Zach. I think that he's no. No, I do not agree with him. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Actors cannot just do anything. I don't know why the Scarlett Johansson said that, and a lot of people saying no, do not do blackface. There's a history there that is just not pure at all. Let me download this Joker thing while I'm doing this. This is a teaser trailer. Copy. Download. Let me say, yeah, blackface has just a really long history, and I should have brought that up. I should have brought that up and talked about it. But blackface has a really long history of just making fun of black people, and I think that is inappropriate. That they should do that. They should not do that. Red lips, the blackface, just stick away from it. It's unnecessary. I don't see why. I'm excited for Fantastic Four because the 60 retro future. Yep, me too. I think that it could do a really good job of capturing the 60s and being in like a different universe and stuff like that. If Joker 2 have good box office, do you think we'll get a third movie? Absolutely, we'll get a trilogy out of Joker if the second one does really well. Even if it doesn't make $1 billion, let's say if it makes $700-800 million, it will do. I think so. Okay, so guys, this was really fun as always. Thank you for the super chatters, Kenny Sparks and Zach M. Zach Malign Talks Movies. Expect your community shout out on tomorrow. I'm gonna go react to this thing. Let me shout out my channel members real quick again. Appreciate everybody being here. Have you seen with T? Collectible Movie Man, Screens and Reviews, Popping the Popcorn, DJ Family Nerds, Spoiler Kings. I had to take Popping the Popcorn twice. Basic Movie Man, Clay Point Access, The Net, Blood Rose, and Dell on Movies, who I will be collabing with tomorrow. Like I said, appreciate all you guys. I will see you guys. We see. I respect your respective. Was generally curious. Thanks for watching, man. No problem. I'll see you guys. Oh, I just realized you guys can't see me. Get this off the screen. I'll see you guys next time. Be lookout for my reactions and breakdown of the Joker 2 trailer. Peace out.